In the beginning of the trailer, we see a masked man speaking to a group of what looks like Alamigan refugees. I don't know who he is, but I think we can safely assume that he's one of the X-Men. Next, we see Alexander finally rising out of the lake, and he is pissed and hungry because it looks like we're being made into some kind of cake. Here you can see us being whipped up in the blender, then sliced up and kneaded with a rolling pin. This confirms my theory of Alexander being some kind of bakery, as seen here in A6S. There is a gingerbread house underneath the bridge. The next feature we see in the trailer is apartments. They're cheap and plentiful, so the odds are good that you'll get one, unless you have some rich bastard on your server with a lot of alts and accounts that buys up everything in the first 10 minutes. But the real question is, what do they look like on the inside? They can either look like this, or like this. Only time will tell. Based on the appearance of the lobby, you can bet on the top mass being the best looking apartments. They say the lavender beds ones are called Lily Hills, but the sign clearly says Lily Kills, and Sultana's Breath is a really weird name for apartments. The last I checked, her breath smells like poison, so might want to steer clear of that one. The aquariums are a cool new feature, but no word yet on whether we can use Lalafells as shark food. By the way, did you notice the Triforce wallpaper? We'll also be getting some new hairstyles, including the 8th grade clarinet player, the Can I Speak to a Manager, and the mullet for those of you who aren't sure whether you'd like to be a warrior of light or a trailer park meth dealer. We've also got some new gear coming out, including some that appropriates the sacred cultural symbolism of my ancestors, costumes from the set of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and a toothface helmet. Zeppelithal is the new dungeon where we'll have the opportunity to wade through literal rivers of bird shit. The Great Google Library features an owl that would rather fight you than give up its chair, and Behemoth gets involved for reasons. Duels are coming in 3.4 and should replace the support desk system for resolving player disputes. Hildy is now a Temple Knight, presumably to replace Lucia as Emmerich's second-in-command, and Adventurer Squadrons are here. This is the first installment of a feature that should replace all of your friends with non-player characters by the end of the expansion. The Palace of the Dead is getting an update, now with more nightmare fuel. There's a monster in here with a face that looks like a half-eaten pig intestine, so enjoy that. The new Primal is Sophia, and she's a pinball wizard who likes to slam tilt the arena, so brace yourself for Vietnam-style flashbacks to Leviathan. Titan is table flipping his own party off the map, Orion J's throwing hella shade, and the Derplander is trying to intimidate somebody. Badly. Patch 3.4, surrender your soul and your money.